Hey, good morning, guys and gals. Mr. Herr here on this at least temporarily sunny Monday morning. Hopefully, everybody's healthy, wealthy, and wise on your end, and moreover, hopefully, everybody enjoyed their weekend. Um, Today, we're going to get started with our probability unit. It's a nice shift because I know we were pretty sick of dealing with inequalities. Let's just call it what it is. So, today we're going to start with something called quote unquote simple probabilities. It's hopefully pretty easy to sort of wrap your head around. It's a lot of outcomes and expectations and whatnot. So the homework's a little longer, but the problems are significantly faster. Um, and we'll talk a little bit about terminology, but for the most part, it's pretty much just get up and get after it. All right, let's do this then. Sorry about the spring. As always, perfect time to pause this and do what you need to do. Okay. So we randomly choose one event of the tiles below, find the favorable outcomes of the event. So favorable outcomes means the chances that you would think it's going to happen. For instance, the chances that we choose a 4. Well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize there's 9 tiles. The 4 is 1 out of the 9 tiles. It's tempting to put a 4 there because it's the number 4, but no, it's 1 out of the possible 9 tiles. Chances of that happening 1/9. Choosing an even number. You have to be a little aware of your terminology. Of course, evens 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? So that is 2, 4, 6, 8. That is 4 out of the 9 tiles. Oh, along those lines, notice each problem is separate. These are known as independent events. They're completely separate from the problem previous. So we'll talk about dependent events later on, but just letting you know. Choosing a number less than 2. Well, the only number less than 2 is not less than itself. That doesn't count. The only number less than is 1. So that's just 1 out of 9. Okay. Choosing a number greater than 10. And I know I skipped a few, but that's okay. Choosing a number greater than 10. Well, wait a minute. None of these numbers are greater than 10. That has a 0% or 0 out of 9 chance of happening. Okay. Hopefully you're saying old timer. This is pretty simplistic. Let's jump down here to things called complements. Okay. So there's a bag that's spilled. It has multiple shapes. Woot woot. Okay. Let's just one or two easy ones. Choosing a triangle. Well, the first thing we have to derive is how many shapes are there. A quick count tells me that there's 7 shapes. Hopefully I didn't miscount. If so, shame on me. Of those, 3 of the 7 are triangles. Okay. Choosing a star. Well, there's only 1 out of the 7 that are star. This, not a square, not a circle. These are known as the complements to choosing a square. Well, look, there's 1 square here. Its complement are all the leftovers. So that means that there are 6 things that are not squares. So choosing not a square is 6 out of 7. That's the complement to choosing a square. Not choosing a circle, well, there are 2 circles. So that means 5 out of those are not circles. Those are complements. Okay. So, let's just jump down here to number 12 and then we're wrapped up. 3 girls and 4 boys made the final round of the spelling bee. How many ways can you randomly choose a girl to be the first contestant? Well, 3 and 4, there's 7 people total out of the final round. How many of them are girls? 3 out of the 7. Okay. Given that part A occurred, so a girl went first, how many ways can you randomly choose a girl to be second? Okay. Now think about this. This is alluding to something we're going to do later on, so I don't want you to panic when you see this. But what we're going to do is say, all right, 1 girl was already selected, so that means there are 6 people total who still haven't been selected, and of those 6, 2 of which are girls remaining because one of the girls has already been selected. That's known as a dependent event. We'll talk about that later on. All right. Hey, hopefully that wasn't too bad. Hopefully this entire thing isn't too bad. Yeah. So we'll talk to you later. Peace.